Hey guys, what's going on out there? We got real steel. Real steel is the real deal. Yeah, I really like real steel. I've been messing with real steel knives for what, 7 years at least. And they've come a long way, but they still got some oldies that are really really good. Okay, they have made a lot of very interesting knives. Okay, and they still continue to do it. I'll give you the link to their website because they do some certain like one-offs and stuff that you can get on their website you can't get anywhere else, right? And sometimes they have sales and things like that that are interesting as well. This is fairly recent little knife here called the Serenity. And of course, my buddy Ivan Bragnits, who lives in Ukraine, but he does knives of his own, right? I mean, he's done knives. He's done collaborative designs for knives and a bunch for real steel and this and that and the other, okay? But this is the Serenity, and this comes not only in a front flipper like this, okay, but it also comes in a slip joint. So if you want, you could get this in a slip joint. Now, this is N690 steel, okay, and so that's Böhler steel over there in Austria. And then here's your backspacer, which is crowned and really nice and smooth and all that. Deep carry clip, and it looks like you can flip that clip, and that might be interesting. We'll pull this one apart and see where we are. A lanyard hole, contoured G10. I think you can get this in a green, and you can get it in a black blade and that kind of thing as well. There's jimping on here, although it's not real aggressive jimping, but it's not real difficult to kick this open. Wow, that swacks, doesn't it? That really swacks. Whoop. Yeah, like that. You know what? I guess my biggest dig on this is that there's not a lot of pass through here. Now you can see how they kind of machine that away so you can kind of get to it, but it's not jimped or anything, so it's not real easy, especially when you got 500 bandages on your thumb. But it is doable. So there's that. And is it? It's centered. It's centered. No blade plate. No lock rock. None of that tomfoolery. And there's your lockup. That's 40%. It's in there somewhere, right? And the liners are not nested, okay? So they look pretty roughy tufty on that. And this knife is not a small knife either. And it's 3.5-inch blade, basically at 90 millimeters, and overall 8 inches at 20 centimeters. Okay. So 8-inch knife, 3.5-inch blade. Okay. It's in the full knife category, right? And this blade has got enough piercing, geometry here. That should be nice. Full flat grind all the way up. And fingerprints all over the blade and all that. Yeah, no extra charge for that. Okay, and this is what it says on the box, by the way. Okay, there's your stock number and all that. And then in the box, if you can get the box open, which is fun. And kick it open. Here we go. What does it say right here? Front flipper. And then it gives you the actual specs of the actual knife that you got. Some other paperwork and other manufacturers' boxes just give you generic stuff. But this gives you specifics, right? Okay. So 112 grams, under 4 ounces. So that's not bad. N690, blah, 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 all this up here. 3 millimeter blade stock. Well, let's think. 0.12 thickness on the handles. So that'd be about a 1/2 inch thick, that kind of thing. So you got that. Got this, okay? And that is generic stuff. And then they always do it like this, right? They always wrap it in their microfiber cloth, right? And put it in here. So it's nice because they wrap it in the microfiber cloth and they have this and they have the info on the blade, and it's a pretty substantial, tough, roughy, tufty box. So I got no problem with that, okay? Got no problem with that. And here we go. Let's see if this is under 4. It's 111 grams. So yeah, it's got to be really close to that. 3.92. Yeah, it's under 4. Okay. Kick it open. And let's grab my caliper because let's see if this is, yeah, it's 0.47 of an inch at 12 millimeters. Okay, just like they said. And 3 millimeters on the blade. I've got 2.7 at 0.11. Okay, right there. Okay, now let's grab us a little scrap of paper and see what it's like. Okay. I just kind of want to get an idea of what the factory sharpness is. And sometimes you'll notice if it's all of a sudden it hangs up that you might want to start looking for a nick in the blade or something like that. But there's no nick here. And it's got a good factory edge. So, okay, we're good. We're good. Could it be better? Every factory edge I've seen, yeah, you could. I mean, if you're really into that, that sharpening fever thing, edge, whatever it is called. Yeah, I mean, there's guys that put a mirror on the edge and this and that. But I mean, it depends on the kind of blade steel and all that kind of thing, whether they want a more toothy edge or a real, fine, smooth edge or whatever. So, yeah, but no, it cuts good here. And of course, blade to handle length looks plenty adequate. And of course, as far as design flow, it's fine. It's just that this is a front flipper, so it's got to be out like that. But the design flow, once it's opened, is really nice, right? And if you look at the handle, that's really neutral. It feels good in the hand. I'm feeling the pocket clip, and it's doing this. I like it when they when they go up and then they flatten out, go straight out like that a little bit. And I don't know if I even see a knife around here that does that. No, I don't. Of course not. Why would I? But there it is. Okay, now it'll slide in and out of your pocket, okay. I mean, it just depends on where this hits you, if it's going to bother you after a while. I mean, a few cuts doing this and that, no. But I mean, after that, this could be a bit of a pest. And where is it hitting me? It's hitting me right in this area, which is not a great area to have it land. So, but it just depends on how you hold the knife, too. If you're doing cutting like this and you're not even making contact with it, but however, reverse grip, actually more comfortable and easier with the pocket clip as well. Yeah, just my opinion. Okay. But it looks like this pocket clip can go flippity flip back and forth. So, and you know what? I don't have any paperwork on this, but this is obviously G10 steel liners N690. It's not $200, okay? So I don't know where it is on price, but I'll give you the link and you can look it up. And you probably find it on White Mountain Knives as well. They carry real steel. God only knows. Knife Center, Blade HQ, whoever. Probably do too, and but I have a discount code LTK for 10% off on White Mountain, and I know for sure they don't charge shipping or tax. So I mean, there's the savings there as well. So if you can look this up on there, and or if Real Steel's having a direct discount thing as well, then you can get a deal there as well. And then you might want to look over some of the Real Steel one-offs and stuff that they're doing when they experiment with doing, they're pimping them up and doing some stuff like that on various models, right? So here we go. And what do you think? Shall we just pop it apart real quick and kind of see where we are? And let me get my stuff and my stuff. Okay, we got it. Okay, now, what are we doing? Well, we ain't coming in from the front, are we? No. So we're going to come in from the back side, and that was not difficult to do. So we're there. Okay, boom. And that is definitely number 6, and so is the pocket clip. Spin, spin, spin to win. Okay, let's do this. Okay, now, how are we going to convince you? And what else we got under here? Okay, this will be interesting. What are we doing here? Oh, okay, we popped it now. Okay, we got it. We got it. There's a pocket clip out. I didn't know what exactly I was getting myself into there. Can this just rise up and off of there, or well, the pocket clip's going to hold on to it. So can we push this off of here? Well, it's wallowing around, isn't it? Okay, that's what it's doing. Okay, so do I want to catch it right under the scale? Okay, I can do that. Okay, so this is the lock side. So now that we did that, it may be a good opportunity to see how this is set up. Okay, so it's actually buried under the scale, and we have another screw in here. Okay, that's always nice to know, isn't it? Yikes. So you want to take the scale off. So, don't do what I did or do what I did. I mean, just make sure you just pop the scale loose and then go ahead and slide it out from underneath the pocket clip. And you could just always kind of kick it up a little bit to do that. But then it's going to stay in place because of that tube right there. And so this is what we got to do here. Take the inside screw out. Then maybe we can take the whole Jasmer roll off of here. And maybe, yeah, we can. Okay. But this is going to hold onto it pretty good because, yeah, you got this right here. And this little dog wants to hold on really, really, really well. And so you can, you can pull this off. Obviously, you got to take this, okay? You got to take this little tubey tube. And then you could take this and you could move it to the other side if you want. Put it in there, throw your tube back through there, and then lock down this side, and you can have the clip on the other side. Not doing that because I don't want it on the left side, but there it is. And I was just testing the resilience, the drop force energy. Never mind. Okay, it's skeletonized here. There's your damn bearings. I hope you guys are happy. Okay, what's this? Okay, so they're not ceramic, right? But they are lost on the floor now. Okay, so that's good. I was hoping I could do that. Now, let's do that. Let's get this off. And we do have a captured pivot. Where are we captured at? Where are we captured at? We're captured over here. Okay, so on the far side of the game, we are captured because we couldn't take it apart from the front. But this baby is going to spin to win until it hooks up with the captured notch on this side. And that fits over here. And there's your blade with some, goop on it. Yeah. I mean, not debris, but, lubrication and stuff. And then there's one set of bearings that now I'm trying to throw that one away too. There it is. I'll go look for the other, but that's your disassembly. Alrighty. Serenity. Did that give you some serenity? Is that one of those adult diaper thingy? Hold on. Well, they're in China, so I think Serenity. I'd check that out, but I think I've seen a commercial. Yikes. But no, this is a knife. A good little front flipper, inexpensive. Ivan Bragnits design. And what do you think? I like it. I like his designs. You can tell his design language, and it's really a nice flow to his design, but also really good ergos, and many times contoured, and many times, a crown spine up here on this area. There's good, plenty jimping. It's a good knife. I really like a lot of his designs. So, and we could just scroll here because I mean, there's a bunch of designs he's done. All right, I'll leave you to it. Love them knives, and also look at my website for pre-owned knives. There are knives on there, and they turn over pretty frequently. So, and then prices get changed too. Okay, so check that out. And you guys stay sharp.